You love your cat, like genuinely, deeply love them. You share your couch, your blankets, probably your pillow. And sometimes, when those big eyes are staring up at you while you're eating, you share your food too. But here's the thing nobody tells you clearly enough. Some of the most normal, everyday foods sitting in your kitchen right now could seriously harm your cat. Not in a mild tummy ache kind of way, in an emergency vet visit kind of way. And the scariest part? Most cat owners have no idea. So today, we're going through the foods that are genuinely dangerous for your cat. Why they're dangerous, what they do inside your cat's body, and what to watch for if your cat sneaks a bite. Because knowing this could literally save your cat's life. Let's start with the one that surprises almost everyone. Chapter 1. The kitchen dangers you never suspected.
Onions and garlic. You probably cook with these every single day. They smell amazing, they go in everything, and to you, they're completely harmless. But to your cat, they are genuinely toxic. Here's why. Onions, garlic, leeks, shallots. This whole family of plants contains compounds called thiosulfates and disulfides. Now, don't let those words scare you. Just think of them as tiny troublemakers. Because what they do inside your cat's body is attack the red blood cells. Your cat's red blood cells are like little delivery trucks. Their whole job is to carry oxygen around the body. When thiosulfates get in, they damage those trucks so badly that the body destroys them. And when there aren't enough healthy red blood cells left, your cat develops something called hemolytic anemia. What does that look like? Weakness, pale gums, rapid breathing, lethargy so severe your cat can barely lift their head. In serious cases, it can be fatal. And here's what makes this even scarier. It doesn't have to be raw onion, cooked onion, powdered onion, garlic powder sprinkled on chicken you slipped them from your plate. It all counts. Even small repeated doses add up over time. So if your cat has been sneaking tastes of your stir fry or getting bits of your garlic bread, this is the moment to stop that completely. Next up, and this one breaks a lot of hearts, chocolate. Every dog owner knows chocolate is dangerous, but cat owners, not always. And your cat is just as vulnerable. Chocolate contains two toxic compounds for cats, theobromine and caffeine. Cats metabolize these substances far more slowly than humans do. So while you process a piece of dark chocolate and feel fine, your cat's body is holding on to those toxins for hours, letting them build up to dangerous levels. What happens? Heart palpitations, muscle tremors, seizures, vomiting. In high enough doses, it can cause heart failure. Dark chocolate and baking chocolate are the most dangerous because they have the highest theobromine concentration. Milk chocolate is lower, but still harmful. And white chocolate, while lowest in theobromine, still contains fat and sugar that wreak havoc on a cat's digestive system. The tricky part is cats aren't naturally drawn to sweet flavors the way dogs are. Cats actually can't taste sweetness at all, so they're usually not chasing your chocolate bar. But if it's left out, if it's mixed into something, if it smells interesting, accidents happen.
Chapter 2. The healthy for humans trap. Here's where things get really counterintuitive. Grapes and raisins. These seem so innocent, healthy even, a little fruit snack. But grapes and raisins are actually one of the most mysterious and dangerous foods for both cats and dogs. Mysterious because scientists still don't fully understand exactly what compound causes the toxicity. But what they do know is this: even small amounts can cause acute kidney failure in some animals. The reaction isn't always immediate. It can take 24 to 72 hours for symptoms to appear, which means by the time you realize something's wrong, serious damage may already have happened. Vomiting, lethargy, loss of appetite, decreased urination, these are the warning signs. Because the toxic mechanism isn't fully understood, there's no safe amount. The only safe amount of grapes or raisins for your cat is 0. Now let's talk about something that's in almost every home: dairy. Wait, don't cats love milk? Isn't that like their thing? Here's the truth. The image of a cat lapping up a bowl of milk is one of the biggest misconceptions in pet care. Most adult cats are actually lactose intolerant. When kittens are born, they produce an enzyme called lactase that helps them digest their mother's milk. But as they grow up, most cats stop producing that enzyme in significant quantities. So when an adult cat drinks cow's milk, their digestive system genuinely cannot process the lactose properly. The result? Bloating, gas, stomach cramps, and diarrhea. It won't kill them, but it causes real discomfort, and repeated exposure can cause ongoing digestive disruption. Chapter 3. The silent dangers. Raw dough and yeast. This one is less commonly known but seriously dangerous. If your cat gets into raw bread dough, two things happen. First, yeast produces ethanol as it ferments. That's alcohol. Alcohol is toxic to cats. Second, the dough expands inside the warm, moist environment of your cat's stomach, causing bloating that can be physically painful and, in severe cases, dangerous to internal organs. Symptoms include vomiting, disorientation, bloating, and in serious cases, difficulty breathing. Raw dough and cats should never share the same space. Speaking of alcohol, even tiny amounts are toxic to cats. Their livers are not equipped to process ethanol the way human livers are. A teaspoon of alcohol can cause significant harm to a small cat. This includes alcoholic beverages, obviously, but also foods cooked with alcohol, certain vanilla extracts, and even some mouthwashes. Now, here's one that might be the most surprising of all: tuna. In large amounts, and especially if it's canned tuna made for humans, tuna can actually cause a serious condition in cats called steatus, inflammation of body fat. Canned human tuna is too high in unsaturated fatty acids and too low in vitamin E for cats. Over time, it disrupts fat metabolism and causes painful inflammation throughout the body. There's also the mercury concern. Regular tuna consumption exposes cats to mercury accumulation, which can affect the nervous system. The occasional tiny taste isn't a crisis, but making tuna a regular part of your cat's diet, that's a quiet danger building over time.
Chapter 4. What to do right now. So what do you do with all of this? First, do a kitchen audit. Think about what's accessible. Garlic powder on a low shelf, a fruit bowl with grapes, chocolate on the counter. These are real risks. Second, know the emergency signs. If your cat has eaten something toxic, watch for vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, pale or yellow gums, difficulty breathing, extreme lethargy, disorientation, or seizures. Any of these, call your vet immediately. Don't wait. Third, keep your vet's number and the nearest emergency animal clinic number saved in your phone right now. Not when something happens, now. And fourth, if you're ever unsure whether something is safe, the ASPCA Animal Poison Control Center operates a 24-hour hotline. They know exactly what to do. Here's the most important thing to remember. Your cat doesn't know what's dangerous. They trust you completely to keep their world safe. Those curious eyes, that little nose sniffing at your plate, they're not trying to make bad decisions. They're just being cats. And you, being the kind of person who watches a video like this, who actually wants to understand and protect them, that already makes you exactly the kind of owner your cat is lucky to have. Keep their world safe. They're counting on you. And if you want to keep learning how to understand your cat on a deeper level, the next video is already waiting for you.